Hello everyone, it's Becca from BEKAHBOOKSANDBUJO, and I'm wanting to unhaul more books. So just a couple weeks ago, I went through all of my unread books and unhauled about 25 from my shelves. That felt so amazing that I am wanting to go through my read books and unhaul some things that I no longer feel like I need. My criteria with keeping read books is either they are like all-time favorites of mine, or I would like to recommend them to people because I feel like they have great messages to share. So we are in front of my read shelves. We're going to go through them together, and I don't have a goal like I did last time because these I normally really only put on here once I've completed them and decided I want to keep them. However, I think some things have changed, and maybe my thoughts on the books are different now from when I first completed them. So yeah, we're gonna go through shelf by shelf and see if we can get rid of any. Alrighty, so my shelves are organized very similarly to my unread shelves. I should say my read shelves are organized very similarly. So we started off with historical fiction on my unread shelves, and we will start off with historical fiction on my read shelves as well. Let's just kind of go through and see. I really liked this Joanna Goodman. It kind of took me by surprise, and I think that others would like it too, so I want to keep that. The other Einstein I think I do want to part with. It was fine, but it ultimately made me mad. I think that was the point, because the other Einstein, Marie, or no, not Marie, what's her name? Mileva, she did a lot of the work for Albert Einstein and didn't get any of the credit. So, yeah, someone else might enjoy having this one. The Poisonwood Bible. I read and didn't love, but I feel like if I give it another chance, I could like it. So I am going to keep this one for now. St. Maisie is another I think I could part with. It was good, but not amazing by any means. So we'll be unhauling this one. Silka's Journey is the second in the Tattooist of Auschwitz series. I'm going to keep that one. Cheesemaker's Daughter is my very first physical ARC that I got, and I'm going to keep it. It was a good story. I encourage you to check it out. Pachinko is amazing. Keeping that one. I think I will unhaul this Titanic book. While I love Titanic stories, I don't need a mass market paperback of a Titanic book that I won't return to. I'll keep Song of Achilles. I think I'll keep The Secret Life of Bees. Definitely keeping all of my TJR and keeping all of my William Kent Ruger. Looking up at that stack, I think the only one I'm going to get rid of is on the very bottom, of course. Lincoln in the Bardo is going to go. I didn't even like it when I read it the first time, and it was just on audio. And then I saw this copy, I think, at a library book sale. I don't know why I bought it, because I didn't like it. And I thought maybe I should give it another try, but I don't want to. So this one's going away. It's about Lincoln, and I think the death of his son, but it wasn't for me. The only other one I could possibly get behind getting rid of is An American Marriage, because I just don't remember it, but I do remember it had good themes, so we're keeping that one. And now we have lots of room for more historical fiction books. I am just gonna pan. We know how good I am at panning. Those historical fiction, how I kind of set up my shelves, and I think I've done this in a tour before, but I have historical fiction that I read and enjoyed, but then these are like my all-time favorites. So you can't see here, Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis, Homegoing by Yad Jesse, As Long as the Lemon Trees Go by Zulfa Katu, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, The Help, The Briar Club, The Rose Code, The Alice Network, and Guernsey. So those stay there as kind of like a shrine to my favorites. Okay, this is the contemporary shelf, more so. This one might be tough, but we'll start with this big stack. I love J. Ryan Stradall. I'll be keeping that one. I'll be keeping Yellowface and The Wishing Game and Someday Maybe. I think this one's good. I feel like I always get Here Comes the Sun and Homegoing mixed up. But I am going to keep that one. I'm going to keep Black Cake. I'm going to keep The Collected Regrets of Clover. I'll keep Normal People. I'll keep A Little Hope. And I'll keep Don't Cry for Me. All of these I see validity in sharing with others, and just such good memories of reading them. I really liked This Close to Okay. I liked Shark Heart. I loved A Woman Is No Man. I liked Tom Lake. This one we can get rid of. I've decided Celeste Ng is not for me. I wanted to keep this one for the like hype of it. Like, it was so big when it came out, but I think someone else can enjoy it on their shelves. I really liked this book, Southernmost, about a pastor's family. Oh boy. I read Ann Patchett's Bel Canto last year and didn't like it. And do I need it on my shelves? Probably not. Okay, I'll just part with it. You've convinced me. I'm going to keep Eleanor Oliphant. I love Khaled Hosseini. My sister must have my other Khaled Hosseinis. The Space Between Us by Thrudi Umargar I can probably give up. This was a book that I had to read for my freshman English class for college, and we had to read it the summer beforehand. We actually got to attend a Q&A with the author, but it's not one I'll return to, and not the most memorable story, so I will pass this one on. Love The Mothers by Britt Bennett. Love A Little Life. I really like A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. What a title. The Art of Racing in the Rain. Bawled, sobbed during this book. Definitely keeping it. I think, though, I could get rid of A Dog's Purpose. Yes, it was sweet. I don't think I would ever return to it, and if I need a book that includes a dog, it would be The Art of Racing in the Rain. So we will pass this one on. I love Glendy Vandera. She is a great author. What's in here? Oh yeah. I got this one in a book box. Can't even remember. Oh yeah, the Once Upon a Book Club books box. It says so right there. So it has a little necklace in there, but I'll keep that one. I will keep Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Flight Behavior is actually probably my favorite Barbara Kingsolver, so I'll keep that one. And this one is just so beautiful by Khaled Hosseini. It's kind of like a book of poetry or a prayer. So we made some room here too. Nice. Just to show you what's on the favorite shelves, we have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, The Death of Vivek Oji, The Goldfinch, and Evil Eye by Etaf Rum. Next up we have romance. And romance is tricky for me because I just love it so much and love to recommend romances to others. All In I just read and I liked it. I think I'm going to keep it for now. Jojo Moyes I want to keep. Well, actually, I could do without this Paris for One. It's a library copy and short stories are maybe not really my jam, so we could get rid of this one. But I will definitely keep Me Before You and After You. I'll keep my Bridgerton book, The Duke and I. Water for Elephants. Funny story with this one. I read this book right before the movie came out, and I was scrambling to finish the book before I went and saw the movie. I literally was reading the last 100 pages before going to the movie theater. So I don't really remember it, and I want to give it another chance. I loved it when I read it the first time, but I also feel like I was tainted by the movie because I watched it so quickly after completing the book. And did I really complete the book? Who knows? So I'm going to keep this one, even though I'd like a better copy of it. Still going to keep it. Because I don't necessarily love mass market paperbacks. Bridges of Madison County was quite a surprise when I read it last year, so I'm going to keep that one. I'd love to have some Christmas romances on my shelves to either return to at Christmas time or to offer to others at Christmas time, so I'll keep The Christmas Fix. Flawless, love it. This should really go on my favorite shelves, but we'll leave it here for now. After I Do was great by TJR. I also really liked Happiness for Beginners. The Idea of You. I read it twice last year. We'll leave it at that. It should go on the favorite shelves, but it's staying here. Honey and Spice, I enjoyed. Here are a couple more wintry Christmas romances that I'll keep. I really loved Romantic Comedy, loved Hello Stranger, Loved Kiss Her Once for Me. Oh, this is another Christmas romance. And then This Spells Love I enjoyed too. Over here is my Allie Hazelwood collection. And you know, I love all of these except for Not in Love. I really actually wanted to DNF this one. So I will I'll unhaul this one. The others though I'm going to keep. I do really wish I had a copy of Love Theoretically, but I don't. Maybe I'll add it to a Book of the Month box so that it can match my other copies. And then I scooted you over here quickly to my favorite shelf, my favorite romance shelf. We've got Emily Henry and Abby Jimenez because those are my favorite romance authors. And kind of Allie Hazelwood is a part of the favorites too, so that's why she's on this side of the shelf. Okay, I didn't really clean up this shelf much, but we did empty up some space here. So, awesome. And I have this cute note from my best friend Alexa. This is probably my smallest shelf of finished books, my mystery and thriller section. Probably because I'm the most harsh with these in rating, at least. So, we've got House of Leaves. Well, I would love to unhaul this. I just can't. It's a trophy at this point, so we're keeping it. I loved Falling by T.J. Newman. First Lie Wins was honestly just okay for me. And do I like it enough to keep so that I could recommend it to others? I don't think so. I think I'll pass it on. Someone else will enjoy having it, I am sure. I actually really liked The Woman in Cabin 10. I know many people didn't, but I do. And did you hear that there's a sequel coming out? The Woman in Suite 11? Crazy, but I'll probably check it out. I liked The River. I liked The Witness Tree. The Good Sister was good. Creepy. The Silent Patient, like the best mystery thriller, in my opinion. Or a good one, at least. One that people should read. Awesome twist. Oofda. This one hurt my brain, but it was good. So I'll keep that one. In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. I enjoyed enough. Yes, I guess so. Rebecca, amazing. And I'm trying to collect all of the Louise Pennies, so those will stay. On my favorite shelf for mystery thriller, pretty small, we've got Verity, The Violent Conspiracy, and The Thursday Murder Club, first and second in the series by Richard Osman. And then just my various, what are these called? Bookmarks? Yes, so that's what's on this shelf. I take back what I said about mystery thriller being the smallest shelf, because this is magical realism and fantasy and sci-fi. These are much smaller. So I actually think I will be keeping everything on this shelf. There's nothing I want to get rid of. I feel like they're all great stories and ones that I would recommend to others. So yeah, for magical realism, we've got The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, The Unmaking of June Farrow, The Lost Story, The Immortalists, Papi Show, which is like a wild ride. Super goofy book, but interesting. Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfeld, and The Midnight Library. And then over on the fantasy side, we've got Fourth Wing. Station 11 is more sci-fi, but they all go together for me. We've got Every Heart a Doorway, Serpent and the Wings of Night, Iron Flame, A Fate Inked in Blood, and Divine Rivals. As for my favorites in this category, we've got Cloud Cuckoo Land, Harry's Trees, The Martian, The Handmaid's Tale, and The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. So, I'm not getting rid of any on this shelf, which is okay. Here we have my nonfiction, or at least the nonfiction that I've read, and I think I'm probably going to keep everything. I loved all of these. I would return to all of these. So, yeah. I'm not going to get rid of any. And the poetry and plays and stuff you see over here are kind of a mix between mine and my husband's books, so I'm not going to get rid of any of those. I do just want to highlight, I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I have a little bit of a French collection. So I have Le Petit Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I have L'Histoire de Pi by Yann Martel, which is what is it called in English? Oh my gosh. The Life of Pi. There we go. And then I have Candide by Voltaire. also have Comme le Grinch a volé Noël, How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. So I just like having some books in French because I was a French speaker at one point. I'm losing it, slowly losing it. But yes, we are keeping everything on this shelf. We did go through my middle grade and YA shelves in the last video in my unhaul of unread books, so I'll just link that up above for you to check out if you're interested in seeing what I got rid of on these shelves. Same goes for my classics shelf. Last and certainly not least is my Kristin Hannah collection. There's also Frederick Bachman up there, but I'm not getting rid of any of the Frederick Bachman because they're all amazing. As far as Kristin Hannah, you might ask, Becca, isn't she your favorite author? Yes, she is. However, she has some books that are not so great. More specifically, her older releases and her contemporary fiction just isn't as great for me as her historical. So I kind of already section these off as to which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to get rid of. All of these in the bottom I am keeping. These are the historical fiction I love. Night Road, I guess, is more contemporary. Oh, you know what? I decided I wanted to get rid of True Colors too. But otherwise, I do love this one, contemporary. This one's a great one about the war and someone coming back from the war completely changed. So I love that one. The Great Alone is great. The Nightingale, another one of my faves. And Things We Do for Love is a contemporary of hers that I actually enjoy. I'm going to get rid of these ones up top. If You Believe was a fine romance, but not one I need to keep. Angel Falls, can't even remember what it's about. I think I gave it 2 stars. Oh yeah, did she get hurt by her horse or something? Could be making that up. Can't remember Between Sisters. Can't remember On Mystic Lake. And can't remember Summer Island. So I am going to get rid of, how many? 6 Kristin Hannahs, which is totally fine. The trophy of me saying that I have completed all of her books is enough for me. I don't need to own all of her books, especially if I just didn't like them, don't remember them, and won't return to them. Those Kristin Hannahs I definitely think I could return to. I just quickly added them up, or counted them, and we are getting rid of 17 books on my red shelves, which feels really good. I just want to have less on my shelves so I can fill them with more books that I'm actually loving and wanting to keep. So this feels great. Really happy with the unhauling I have done in the last couple of weeks. Let me know if I'm making any huge, terrible mistakes. Because I've actually already read these, I don't think I will actually keep any of them. But let me know, regardless, if you liked them or not. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!